What the hell made me think I could be a therapist? If I have to sit through one more whiny patient pointing their crazy at me, I am going to shove this cigarette through my ear and into my brain.
I'm like my third dermatologist now, and I keep calling him and saying, you've got to do something about my skin condition. And just think I'm crazy, you know? They're like, it's because you're showering too much. Can you imagine that? Showering too much. So they're like, don't shower for like 2 days. I feel dirty. I'm driving to downtown to talk to my therapist through fucking Skid Row. And I'm thinking, why doesn't the government do something about the dirty people? No live sex for me. Staph infection's the flesh-eating thing. Governmental conspiracy or something. Petri dish of death. I've plasticized my house.
Obsessive compulsive, agoraphobic, pre-Tourette's candidate.
And we hardly ever get to go to the movies. Well, it's kind of hard to find a movie that we both want to see. I kind of like those shoot-'em-up movies. Like, I love Bruce Willis. Clayton loves musicals. Chicago, the Moulin Rouge, Dreamgirls he saw. He must have seen that movie 3 or 4 times, and then he bought it. We got it at home. I said, you know, once you're done with your Project Runway, if you want to come in, and, you know, we could talk and sort of just catch up before you go out of town. But, you know, he just was tired. The Lord doesn't think that that's really an ideal way to spend your time. You're good! Oh, my God, you're good. I don't think I've ever admitted that to anyone. I'm going to pray on that.
Low self-esteem. No, scratch that. No self-esteem, sexually frustrated wife of a closeted homosexual. What percentage of women do you think are not as intelligent as you?
17, 13. I'm smarter than 83% of the women. She is kicking. She is kicking funk, smelling my own freaking crotch rot. 48-hour Atlantic City crotch rot. All I want is the truth. Agree to disagree? I disagree. I'm not saying she's stupid. I'm saying she's wrong. Sure, I'd throw her a fuck. Would I take her home for Thanksgiving dinner? No.
Sexual deviant with anger management issues and a God complex.
My son, at another step in his blossoming rap career, asked me to refer to him now as Lil Biggie. It was better than his first choice, which was Lil Big Nig. I gained 15 pounds because my wife has been trying to cook fucking soul food. Have you ever had chitlins? It's the part of the pig that they throw out. Are there black people in the group?
The people I've asked are not black.
I'm in.
Angry, elitist, black, anti-black, racist.
My blog is going off the hook. I added a new feature to it that kind of rates the men that I've slept with, how we connected sexually. Harrison Ford. Rob Lowe, Us Weekly phenomenon, but like on a different scale. Bonus points for the size and prettiness of their cock.
Narcissistic, sexual compulsive with daddy issues. Shit. Hey. Have you ever been in group therapy?
Like, is that like group sex?
It's exactly the same except without the sex. I am starting a group for group therapy. Any interest?
In being a member of
Yes.
the group therapy?
I'm that fucked up?
I mean, what kind of people are they like? Are they all Christians?
I am starting a group.
I'm in.
I made a very extra special batch tonight. These are flourless, and they are very chewy and chocolatey and yummy.
I think you outdid yourself, Barbara.
They are really good. You're really gonna like. I'm gonna have
That's
one.
pretty tasty.
I can.
Okay. Thank you all for coming a few minutes early. I have asked you here because I have invited somebody new into the group. Usually I like to give a week's notice before we do this, but I asked him to join this week. He's actually here, but I thought we'd take a few minutes and y'all could voice any concerns you have or any questions you
Is he
have.
like making a guest appearance tonight, or is he joining the group?
He's joining
Is
the
he a
group.
Christian?
Jesus.
I
Well,
don't.
what? It would not be
No.
the end of the world if we had another Christian in this group.
Is he famous?
He is an actor.
Who?
Why don't we wait until he gets in here?
I just have a question.
Jeremy, what's going on?
I don't really know that I could stay in this room.
Jer,
And look, it's hard enough for me to, you all know how I feel about even driving downtown. And I need to know if he knows all the things that everyone knew about me when I
We're
came.
going to discuss the rules with him when he gets here.
Okay.
But we don't know
You
that.
can come in here to touch him, man. He just wants to sit
We
here
will
and
not
sit
let
there.
him touch
I think
you.
that this is a really positive thing for the group. I think it's
do too.
time. Thanks, Morgan. I think it's time that we bring a little new energy in. And if it's all right with you, I would like to bring him in now.
I'll try.
As long as he ain't one of those white boys that calls me bro, we'll be fine.
We'll make that one of the rules.
Bring him in.
Fine, right now. That was nice. Nothing in my teeth?
Carl, come on. It's gonna be fun.
You'll just grab this chair.
Grab the chair.
Okay, and
Hey.
everybody, this is Zach.
Hey, guys.
Oh, hey.
Hey.
So no with it? Okay.
We'll talk about that in a second.
So I brought some mustard for everybody. It's really great. It's from Washington.
These are cookies for everyone.
Hello.
Flourless.
They're great. I hear they're great.
Barbara Ann makes cookies.
Hey, Barbara Ann.
Hi, Zach. It's not welcome.
Yeah,
Welcome.
Okay, so this is the way I thought we'd do this, so we could all get to know Zach. Each person would describe the person to their left. Morgan?
This is Jamal.
Hey, how you doing, bro?
Oh, God damn.
Don't call him bro.
That Jamal he's handsome. He's a big man.
Jamal is humongous. I'm like half his size.
He's dealing with rising above the rigors and the social constraints that are set up to keep him down.
I just don't know that I've ever met a man quite so handsome.
Jamal's so big, like he's humongous.
I like that.
This is Jeremy. He doesn't like to be touched.
Oh, you're OED?
He's more
OCD.
Yeah.
OCD.
Yes.
Morgan, take a Kleenex and put it under Zach's cookie. It's just sitting there like a turd.
But they're good.
Well, it looks like a piece of shit laying
Jeremy,
there.
that is a lovely cookie.
It's not about you, Barbara Ann.
Sometimes I just feel like I'm on an entirely different planet than Jeremy.
Does she ever mention me?
I mean, I come from God's planet, and I don't know where he comes from. I mean, he comes from gay planet or.
I'm urban. That's what it is, isn't it? It's my urban sort of edge.
Hate the sin, love the sinner.
This is incredibly humiliating. Well, you didn't give him the rules before he came in the room.
Jeremy,
no,
we'll
wait a
just-
minute. And now I'm the big old freak that no one can touch.
Welcome
Welcome to the zoo, the gay guy behind the cage.
Can we continue with
Yes,
this?
we can.
And then I will get to the rules, I promise.
It's fine.
Okay.
Barbara Ann is a wife and mother and a Christian.
Barbara Ann, I love.
A white woman, she got, it's nice back there.
She brings cookies.
Dream girls? The husband, the son. I'm just saying, she's comfortable around gay people, obviously.
I don't eat your cookies because I think your kids probably help you bake
My
them.
kids are really.
They're probably
you
lovely
test me
cookies.
sometimes. You do.
Can we
I mean, I
please-
love you.
I
do.
was trying to explain to you why I
My
don't eat your cookies.
children are.
I'm sure
They are such a
lovely.
blessing, and they.
I think the cookies are delicious. Delicious.
Good cook.
I like him. You're a keeper.
Anyway, she's a really nice lady. I think you'd really like her.
Jeremy, thank you. Terrific job. Barbara Ann, would you like to?
Yes,
enter?
I would. Yes, I would. This is Carl.
Carl reminds me of the kind of guy who, when you're sleeping with him, would like pull your hair, spank you.
He is well now. And you're gonna have to help me out with the exact title, but he is a very important man
Senior
in
Vice
shoes.
President of Marketing for
Senior
Kyle Fritz
Vice
Shoes.
President of Marketing for Kyle Fritz Shoes, and they are very high-end shoes.
Whatever. I'm glad we came early, and we'll make up the time later, I'm sure. Thanks for the mustard.
Carl's
Zach.
being a little hostile.
Be a little welcoming.
You're being
All
a
right,
little.
Carl, would you like to go?
Yeah. Miss Morgan Stiles.
Morgan with a Y, Styles with an I.
I'll just take it from here, Morgan, okay? I'm sure you'll get yours in.
And that Morgan is a bright, shining light.
Love Morgan.
I wish I had been more like that when I was that age.
Her head must hurt.
She is bold.
She is a popular person, and I'm sure she will welcome you with open, at least arms.
That's great. That's great. Terrific. I thought we'd go over the rules for Zach. The first rule is that whatever happens in group stays in group.
Like Vegas. Got it.
The second rule is if you should discuss somebody outside of group, Then you come in and you need to tell them exactly what you discussed. The third rule is that you have to give a 4-week notice before you leave group.
But just because you give notice doesn't mean you have to leave group.
So if just in some crazy rage I say, I'm out of here, I don't have to leave, I don't have to go anywhere because it was just a lapse.
So take Carl. Was it 5 times? It was 6. He did it 6 times.
You've left group 6 times?
No, he said he was going to leave 6 times.
Yeah. He gave notice.
He didn't
6
threaten.
times. Yeah.
He just felt that he was going to
Oh,
leave.
so you said I'm going to leave it, but then you came back next
It's
week.
the genius of the 4-week rule, Zach.
Oh my God, it's really clear. If you want to leave, you just say, in 4 weeks, I'm out of here. Can we move on?
We also have 2 other rules. No touching of Jeremy.
You've got your own rule.
I have 2.
Jeremy and the rest of us have agreed that if you're coming down with something that you not come to group.
An illness, any kind of communicable flu, bug, anything like that.
Respectable.
So those are our 5 rules, and welcome.
Welcome.
Zach, before we get into session, is there anything that you would like to talk about? Maybe tell the group about yourself a little bit?
Talk about myself.
Why don't
like
you
what,
tell the
my
group?
resume?
No. More about yourself personally, not work-wise, but personally, what...
Okay. Identify the feeling. Fear. Can you hold my hand?
Sure.
Hi, I'm Zach, and I started seeing Dr. Berg here 4 weeks ago. I was in a rehabilitation center for drugs and alcohol, so no drinking for me. Can we add that to the rules? No alcohol in the...
Could we have been drinking this whole
No,
time?
we don't drink during group.
It's too bad.
I do always have a bottle of wine in my purse, though, in case anyone
What
wants to.
time is it?
It's just fabulous
Okay,
Malbec.
so-
The guy's an
New
alcoholic,
rule.
for
No.
crying out loud. Put the wine away.
New rule, no drinking during group.
6. That's 6 rules
That's
now.
6.
6.
Maybe you
Zach?
should write these down. I'm just saying, they're adding up.
Zach, please continue.
So, all right. I'm sober now 38 days, which is pretty big, and Dr. Berg here is helping me get my fiance back, Kate.
Kate.
Who's Kate?
Kate's my fiance,
How
but
long have you been seeing Kate?
year and a half.
What kind of question is that? Just
So this
It's a
was
fair question.
you were seeing her at when the SAG Awards happened.
SAG.
Okay, there is something that you guys all need to know. I know Zach, okay? Zach knows me. We know each other in that way. He passed out. You were under the table. I dropped my VIP pass. I crawl under to go pick it up. There you are, and
Last name?
you motherfucker. You
uncomfortable.
Okay,
I'm
okay,
uncomfortable.
all right,
not remember
okay,
that?
okay, let's...
He's passed out under the table. Why is he a motherfucker? What did you
You don't
rape your
remember that.
mom?
Oh, no,
You started
Is your
this.
number
Exactly.
856-3376?
Yes,
That's your number.
that's my number.
I'm totally all over this. I have you as MFA. I pass it every day. I can say to myself, who is this
Why
in
am I
my
MFA?
phone?
Why am I MFA?
MFA.
Why am I MFA?
My first Asian.
Oh
Fella.
my God.
Okay, this is despicable. I mean,
What's
honestly.
wrong? I didn't
Listen.
say Oriental or anything. I said Asian.
Stop! Morgan, I'm sorry. I had no idea that this had happened at the
SAG Awards.
Got it. Had I known this, of course, I would not have invited Zach into the group.
Doc, I gotta make an amends. I gotta make an amends. Morgan, I'm really, really sorry, okay? If it makes you feel any better, it's starting to come back to me, and you were amazing. My life is in the toilet, and I'm in a lot of pain, and since I've come to Dr. Berg, I feel a little bit better. And she invited me to this group, and I was really excited, but if you want me to leave, I'll give my 4 weeks.
Well, no. I think we'll have to end it a little sooner than that because Morgan is deeply affected by this.
Well,
so
if he remembers and I was amazing, that's fine. Apology accepted.
So I can stay.
Morgan's okay with
Morgan,
it. I'm
this
fine.
is really...
Oh, guys.
It's all up to you, honey. If you want him in, I'm with you.
No, she's had him in.
Well,
Uncalled for.
uncalled for.
All right, then we are welcoming Zach to the group.
Welcome, Zach.
Welcome, Jack.
Does anyone want to talk about their week?
Well, I'll go.
Okay.
Well, I was having a great week, and then I got an invitation for a wedding for one of my big clients. It's at about Barbara Streisand's Malibu home. Yeah, I know, big deal. Out on the beach, and it's like a luau, like traditional whatever, fire-eating Hawaiian crap, and I'm just a little stressed out because like damned if I do, damned if I don't. So, God, see now I start itching.
Why is it overwhelming to you?
When I was 24, my then partner and I went to Hawaii on vacation on Maui, and he died in a drowning accident in the hotel pool, the kiddie pool.
He died in a pool?
Were you dating one of them, what's the proper word, little people?
See, he didn't swim, and so we were coming in from a day in Maui, and we were going to go, ironically, to like a luau, and I said, honey, I'm going to go upstairs and clean up, and he said, I'm just going to go for a swim, and I was like, well, you don't swim. He's like, oh, I'm going in the kiddie pool. So he did, and a half hour later, when I came down to get him, I saw him floating face down, kiddie pool. The kids were playing on him like he was one of those floaty beds, and they had the foam pool noodles. They were hitting him.
Oh, dear, take a clean.
No, I can't touch that.
What?
Anyway, for a long time, I couldn't go to the supermarket past the Hawaiian Punch. I just would break down. And coconuts and pineapples and anything Hawaiian.
Right,
It's just
right.
like,
Umbrellas, pineapples,
Yeah.
coconuts, sand, black sand, waves, pike, surfboards, ukuleles, Elvis, Samoans. I get it. Everything, anything. It gets you. Can I offer one thing? This is something that I was marinating on, and it might help you, Jer. It might not. I think, look, one time I was at an emotional nadir, and someone suggested to me that I was choosing to stay there, okay? I reflect back on one time. I remember I had crabs, okay? I had crabs, and I was in this little room. I had a studio. Bear with me, Jeremy. This might help. I'm serious. I was thinking about it all day. One sec. I had a little studio apartment. It was the middle of August. I'm in New York. It was hot. All I had was a fan, a cigarette, my mirror, and I was kind of afflicted in my taint, okay?
Oh.
1 second.
Oh, I didn't
One
realize
second.
what we were talking. I'm
One
sorry.
second.
Okay.
So I have the mirror, and you're supposed to pull off the dead egg off the follicle, the hair follicle, but also then put it in an ashtray and burn it with a lit match so it pops. After hours of dealing with this, with the mirror, finding it, pulling it, popping it, taking a drag of the cigarette and carrying on, I realized something. I was happy in that moment. It was blissful to me. And what I'm suggesting, Jeremy, is that there might be a part of you that wants to stay in this quandary, be it germs, be it fear of Hawaiian things that's holding you in. There's my 2 cents. Take it, leave it, do what you will.
Well, then maybe the tiki party will be a good thing.
I'll go with you if you need a date.
Really?
And I think it'll be so good for you, and I will be there for you. I think it'd be so much fun.
really?
I love Barbara Streisand.
But can we just leave if it gets really weird?
Whenever you want.
Okay.
Proud of you for going, buddy.
Well,
Good work.
I
I
could
think
still
that's
back out.
fabulous.
It's a month away, I think.
Of course.
I'm so excited. We're gonna have so much fun.
Okay, well, that's terrific. Anybody else?
I have something very positive. Dr. Ellen had suggested that I needed to make more of an effort to spice up my love life with Clayton. So I did. I took your advice, and I went to that place that you told me about, Morgan, that trashy lingerie on La Cienega. And it is amazing because, you know, they have costumes as well. And I thought, I'm just going to go for it. And I hold on to your horses. I got a French-made outfit. And I thought, okay, here we go. It's very, very racy. very racy. I thought it was a big step.
Did he like
a
it?
big step. You know, it took him, he was a little disconcerted at first. I feel like I accomplished the goal. The only thing that was weird is that after I took my shower, I couldn't find the outfit.
The outfit's missing?
I think I probably hid it so the boys wouldn't find it.
Barbara Ann, good week for you.
It was good, right?
You're here on the French
Thank
maid
you.
outfit, huh?
All right,
That's a
thank
big
you, honey. We can move on. I thought it was a big step.
Morgan, is anything you want to talk about this?
Oh, we talked about working on my relationship square.
Maybe you'd like to explain your relationship square to Zach.
Basically, every relationship is made up of 4 line segments: intellectual, physical, spiritual, and emotional.
Like a box.
See, you totally remember.
Yeah, I remember your box.
So the key is to always have it in, obviously, alignment. You don't want to have too much physical because then you have like a weird trapezoidal thing, or, you know, some relationships you don't have enough intellectual and you have like a triangle. So in our private sessions, Ellen suggested that I should work when I meet someone on mastering the intellectual and the emotional and the spiritual part first before I can complete the square with the physical, because sometimes I guess I tend to rush off to the physical. So, my breaking news, I knocked intellectual, emotional, and spiritual all out at once, and then was able to fuck them.
Huh.
It was amazing. We're at the opening of this new exhibit at the LACMA, and there was this incredible exhibit and this really attractive guy, and so we were both moved by this exhibit. I think they were kids from Darfur or something, but it was this big photo exhibit, and just really sad. It was intellectual, it was a museum.
And spiritual?
His brother was a priest.
If I could interject for 1 sec. All right, let's look at it geometrically, if you will. The shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. I think what the doctor's trying to get at is trying to elongate things a little bit here for you, so like you don't just cut to the chase. Let me put it like this. I could make you come in, what, 30 seconds, all right?
Huh.
Very quickly, straight line between not coming, right, quickly. But how do you get there? There's lots of ways to roam. I think this is what Doc is trying to get at, okay? Why would we go in a straight line, the shortest distance between 2 points, when we had an opportunity to be circuitous? If we took you through an emotional and spiritual and intellectual process that filled you in some way, that titillated you in some way, that opened you in some way, and then took our time and made love for hours, slowly, deeply, lovingly, then hard, then viciously, then with abandon, then with...
I think we got your point.
Right, I'm just saying, there are different ways to look at it. Isn't that what you're trying to get at with the square?
That is a very different route that I was going. Anyway, we are almost out of time, so I want to thank you all. I want to welcome Zach.
Welcome, Zach.
Welcome, Zach.
Welcome.
And holla. And yay for all of our breakthroughs. So I guess that's it.
I think there might be one thing before we leave, just quickly.
Okay.
I mean, just about our little outing, fellas. I mean, I think Jeremy might want to share something.
Well, I went out, I had a little breakthrough. Yeah, I went out with the guys, and they took me golfing.
We went to a golf range, but that's not what I was talking about.
No.
I mean, we just have to follow the rule here. I mean, we
Rules.
all went out. It was boys' day out. It was a great day, and it was great for Jeremy. I think I can speak for Jamal that we had a great time.
We did.
But we did. One of the rules, and you'll get a chance to see this in effect, Zach, is that when one of us talks about another one of us, we have to share that with the group.
And you guys talked about me?
No, Zach,
No.
we didn't know.
We didn't know you.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, Carl.
Jeremy, do you have some? Go ahead. It's his ball.
Just talked about how, Barbara Ann needed what you got. You needed some loving.
There's a little more to it than that.
I said that Barbara Ann needed a big, hard, black cock.
Why would you say something? I mean, that sounds so aggressive, and I don't understand why you would say something about. Jeremy ate the cookie. Honey, you ate the cookie.
That's a nice gesture, Jerry. That's nice.
That's
Did you
big.
see?
That's real big.
I think it is big.
It's really good.
Thank you. I want to hug you. I do. You know I do. You know I want to hug you. I do. I'm not going to do it, but I want to. I want to hug you.
Okay, hi, hello.
All right, so thank you all. I think this has been a really good session, and again, welcome to Zach. And
Welcome to Zach.
I will,
Zach,
I will
thanks.
see you. I will see you all next week. Okay.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. Bye-bye now. I think I'm cracking